Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for joining us. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with your host, Christopher LaPrath. Forgive my absence last time, but thank you all so much still for tuning in. Now, tonight we've got an excellent title, which is all about how we choose our own stories in life. And part of being human is that we have free will, which gives us the choice to become whoever we want to be. And that can change moment to moment. It's a really beautiful gift. Christopher will tell you all about that here momentarily. But first, just a quick piece of housekeeping for anyone who might be out there joining us for the very first time. Be sure to say something in the chat, whichever platform you're on, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Say something so I know you're here, and then I'll put you in line for a reading. The first time, of course, it's always free. Going forward after that, it's $10 per reading, or you can pay $100 and cover the entire month. And thank you all just so much for your contributions. They allow us to continue the show, and readings are a great way to invest in yourself and your healing, and most importantly, your future. So for now, enjoy the show, and here's Christopher. They should be able to hear you now. Okay.
All right, can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Check, check.
Check, check.
Yay.
Yes, okay, thank you so much. So, one of the first things I wanted to show you, when you ask a little kid to draw a picture, and then you tell the little kid, hey, what's that picture about? Tell me about that picture. They have a narrative, right? Well, this is daddy, this is mommy, this is me, this is the cat on the roof, and the cat shouldn't be up there, and the cat is bad, and the reason the cat's up there is because the dog chased it up there, and it's in the woods, and it's going to run away, and it's going to be gone forever. It's a narrative. It's a story about what that child drew. My point of telling you this is, in the physical form, we've developed narratives just like this picture. And some of them are true, but most of them are not. What narrative ask yourself this, or tell spirit, guides, God, however you want to term it. Show me now what narrative I have been telling myself that doesn't serve me or doesn't serve others. Well, you know, I was meant to be lonely. I was meant to be poor. My family was poor. I was meant to be alone. Those are narratives that no longer serve you. This group card tonight, let's show them the group card. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, are we back now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's happening.
You're muted on your blue mic, I think. There's a button that got pressed. We don't have to fix it right now, just keep going. You just leave it.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Did you press the button?
Yeah,
They could have heard you before, so it's all good.
okay. You're good now? All right, thank you.
Okay.
They call this like Mercury retrograde. Are we still in Mercury retrograde?
It's still after effects and stuff.
It's still after effects of Mercury retrograde, so it's when communication gets a little messed up sometimes.
Great opportunities for growth.
But it's an opportunity for growth. So when I move the microphone, I push the mute button, so I apologize. All right. So I was talking about the group card, which is the sacral chakra, which is the reproductive area, which is a very tender area. But it's from here that our forms of expression come from. It's the reproductive system, but it's the most sacred part of ourselves. And when we're connected to this chakra, we become tender. So just take a moment and bring your energy down into that reproductive area, that sacral chakra, and activate it. Because this is where you express your most authentic self. And what's interesting is this most tender part of the body, or of the energy field, holds the keys to our greatest power through tenderness, through creativity. Okay.
Hannah's first.
All right, my dear Hannah, here we go. And I'm apologize again for shutting off the microphone. Good catch, Kenan. That's why he's my producer. All right, Hannah, I'm going to base all the readings tonight around this sacral chakra, right? Where you express your tenderness and not close it up. But it's also a major creative area. Anywhere, Hannah, because this is the confidence card. Anywhere, Hannah, where you've been told that you're not good at something, or even that you're good at something, or you need to do this, or you have to do that, back it up and check with that sacral chakra. Check with how it's making you feel. And this will help you bring you into this power. This is great power, and having the confidence in yourself. And anywhere where you have given away your confidence, anywhere where you've given away your power, and I'm not just talking to Hannah, where any of us have given away our power to politics, to religion, to what we perceive as God, even, can we bring it back to ourselves? Because we're all connected. We're all pieces, if you want to put it that way, of God. And no one has a problem with the thought of God being powerful. So then why do we think ourselves is not powerful? So this is bringing the confidence back to you. Stick with the confidence. Believe in yourself. Free of the need to have others believe in you. That hit a chord, I think, with everyone. So every one of us, are we willing to let go of the need to have approval from anything or anyone else? Thank you for being here. Okay, who's next?
Great, it's Laurel. I'm gonna do Abby now.
Does it say no sound again?
No, that
Okay.
would be scrolled up, sorry.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Don't pay attention.
We got Abby and Marilyn.
I'm just saying hi to everybody when it's ready.
Okay.
No, right now it's Laurel.
Oh, it's Laurel?
It's Laurel right now.
Laurel.
Yeah.
Okay. Laurel rhymes with non-corporeal. Oh my God, I know where that came from. Well, I do. It's your guides. It came from your guides, Laurel. Laurel, non-corporeal. Okay, girl. If you have another party in your room at 3 o'clock in the morning, in no uncertain terms, this is the confidence, right? This is Hannah's confidence card. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the other night, well, Laurel texted me, and things were moving in her room, and anyway, it was quite the interference with her sleep. As you work on yourself, as your power grows, your energy field grows. I know you all get that. When your energy field grows, think of it as putting a bug zapper outside on your porch, and these bugs are attracted to the energy and to the light. I know that's not really a good, but my point is they don't really have any business being there. And I've said this before, Laurel, and every one of your, I had an amazing reading this afternoon, a private reading with Marilyn Pitts, and I'll share that with you in a moment, or part of it, because I asked her permission if I could. This is the mystery card. Laurel, you're not going to be able to figure out all of the non-corporeal, but trust your gut. This is where the sacral chakra, your power, comes from, and your light can attract the good. Of course, it attracts the good, the energy, the angels, the guides, but it also can attract these lost souls that want to party at 3 a.m. in your bedroom. In no uncertain terms, and I've talked to Jared and Kat about this as well, in no uncertain terms, that is not their place, that is not their time. Get out, and that is not the power, that is not the proper place for them. They have not made progress. And you can speak it out loud. You've not made progress. You have no business being here. Go to where you can make progress and never return. Now, I want to tell you Marilyn Pitt's story, because I got permission from her. Her brother passed away a while back. And she felt him. She felt him by her. And it scared her. It scared her. And she heard him say, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I did not mean to scare you. I'll come back Monday." She's like, "No! Go to where you're supposed to go. Don't come back." So it's okay for these non-corporeal beings to move on. It's where they need to be. It's where they need to go. And so all of you are developing a much greater sensitivity to that field, and knowing what is in your field, being aware of what comes into your field. For instance, you may be talking to an actual living person that you may work with, or a family member or a friend, Laurel, and you just feel something on them. That's when you go, no, 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 into your head. You do this in your head. I'm only going to talk to Fred. I'm not talking to anything that is on Fred. I'm not talking to anything that's around Fred. I'm only going to talk to Fred. Because there are people out there that they're possessed. So, I hope that helps. Okay, who's next? Abby and Marilyn. Okay, my dear Abby. So two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. It is a complete waste of time when you're on your road to go, oh darn, I wonder what's on the other road. 10 years ago I should have made that, I should have gone down that other road 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. No. You're on the right road. And Abby, I'm not getting this so much for you as I am that I'm not saying you should start memorizing poetry like we had to do in like 8th grade, but but I am telling you that this is something you can remind people of that are lamenting the people that have shut off their power in their sacral chakra, where they're angry or mean or closed down, or where maybe they've been forced to close it down. That, again, reply to them with tenderness. So someone's yelling at you, I'm only going to, in your head, I'm only going to talk to the real Sally. I'm really only going to talk to the real Fred. And you can bypass that energy and help restore that tenderness. It may not happen in one conversation, but over a period of time. I've gotten so many texts or messages from all of you about that area opening up and this tenderness and trust coming in. And that it's safe for you to express your authentic self. Anywhere any of you have been badgered or put down for expressing your authentic self, are you willing to just let go of that? That's an imposition. That is it's like a spiritual, I don't want to use the word rape, but I'm going to use the word rape. It's like a spiritual infringement on your field that doesn't serve you anymore. So this is the rebirth card, the Eon. What you do, Abby, is you can run around like Scarlett O'Hara's maid, going, "I ain't birthed no babies before. I ain't birthed no babies before," and just take this in, that you do help people rebirth. You help people get an entire new perspective on life. And that's really actually, thank you for being here and pulling this card, because it's really every one of our abilities to be able to do that. But this is really coming up where what you say matters. And you may not know what it is that you say to people and what effect that you're having on them until years later. Okay. All right. Abby and Marilyn.
Or no, yeah.
Marilyn. Okay. Wheel of Fortune with Pat Sajak and Vanna White. Okay. So Marilyn, you do get the puzzles, but you have to spin the wheel a few times. And the letters appear, right? And there's gaps. There's gaps. Give it time. You may not be able to figure out the puzzle in the first 10 minutes of the show, but about 12, 13 minutes, it starts to really come together as more letters get filled in. This is you. Any quandary that you're going through right now, universe, show me the answer to this puzzle. Whether it's health, whether it's money, whether it's family relationships. We're here to solve puzzles. Life, Hannah, Abby, Laurel, Lindsay, everybody on the show, we're here to solve the puzzles. Wait sometimes for the letters to fill in. Okay. All right, my dear Marilyn Pitts. We had a fabulous reading, private reading. It was really amazing. And thank you for sharing that message from your brother. It's really amazing. She actually heard her brother say, "I'll come back Monday." Is that hilarious? She's like, "No." No, don't come back Monday. Go to where you're supposed to go. I know you're okay. You're good. You're fine. And she was really close to her brother. I'll come back Monday. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. All right. All right. All right, Marilyn. So anywhere where your narrative has been around you not being beautiful, can you change that right now? If you need to put a note on your bathroom mirror, on your computer, on the television, I am beautiful. Okay, they're showing me Snow White. And the wicked queen goes, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the mirror goes back, well, Snow White. And the queen got really upset. So anywhere where you have had to compete or imposed upon you the feeling of your beauty, because you're beautiful inside and out, can every one of us really forget about our age, forget about our body type, forget about it, just forget about it, and go, you know what, I am really beautiful. I am really beautiful. So I can tell Post-it notes right now are going to go through the ceiling. I would highly recommend every one of you going out and buying all the Post-it notes you could possibly buy, writing that on a Post-it note and putting it all over your house. I am beautiful. Okay.
Perfect. So next is going to be Lana.
Okay, Lanny. And any negativity, any narrative that you've told yourself where I'm old or I'm not feeling well, or I mean not feeling well is a gift to go, well, what is behind this? Okay. But the mindset, as you know, because you were a nurse for so many years, Marilyn, the mindset's really important about how and what you're thinking about. Okay, good. Now we have Lana. All right, so Lana, this is the victory card. I've done readings for people where I've seen they're going to die. Do I tell them that? No. I change the narrative. I help them. I don't help them because I don't tell them, so they don't know. But energetically, I'll give you an example. I'll tell you a story. Years and years ago, I had a private session with one of my teachers, and it was I couldn't tell what happened. I couldn't tell what they did, but I could tell that something happened energetically. I could feel it. The next day, I was driving down the highway, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and I saw this truck coming at me, and it was going probably 90, 100 miles an hour. It was a pickup truck. And I had a Sonata, and I'm like, this guy, and so I sped up. But what made me look in my rearview mirror, I don't know, but I sped up, but he still hit me really hard. I got up to 70, so he had hit me at 90, 95. Well, it was a guy that had fallen asleep, and when he fell asleep, he hit the gas pedal. Anyway, I called my teachers, and I went, if I hadn't had that session, I would have died, wouldn't have I? And she's laughing. She goes, yeah, we saw it. And I was really shook. I was like, whoa. Anyway, Lana, my point of telling you this story is if you foresee so the reason we're given these gifts is to help change the outcome with our thoughts. So if we feel like, oh, the economy's bad, or there's going to be an earthquake, or there's going to be hard times coming, guess what? That sacral area, that reproductive area, helps you rebirth, helps you reproduce another outcome by your thoughts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be given the sign of, or be given the, okay, all right. So I've told this story on the show before, but I want to reiterate it. So Lana, years ago, had a guy come into her office, and she didn't know where he worked, but she told him, she goes, you need to stay away from the saw at the sawmill. And he goes, well, how do you know I worked at this sawmill? But I don't work by the saw, I work up in the offices. She goes, stay away from the saw because I see the chain breaking. He's like, well, I don't go there anyway, right? He's like, cuckoo, she's cuckoo, or whatever. I don't know what he thought, but the average person would go, what? Anyway, a few days later, he called her and said, oh my God, I had to go down and deliver a message to one of the foremen, and I remembered what you said, and I stayed away from the saw, and sure enough, it broke. The chain broke, and it would have killed me. So it's like that, Lana. But you do it on a bigger picture. This is the victory card. So every one of us, I'm not just talking to you, Lana. Thank you for bringing this up. You can change the energy around anything. Okay. Okay, Danny, here we go. That's why your positivity is so extremely important. So this is the power of the earth. And 4 stones. Any belief around, oh, here we go. Anywhere where you've been taught or believe or projected upon that God is a punishing God, are you willing to let go of that because your father was a punishing father? And change the narrative of that, because Father, Heavenly Father, the brain doesn't know the difference. Anywhere where you believe that you have to be punished or need to be punished for anything, are you willing to change that narrative? Okay. Hey, Lindsay. So let me reiterate for those that are new on the show, I'm pulling a card for you individually, yes. But like this message with Diane can be really powerful for every one of us. And I can feel like even Lana was saying and Laura was saying before the show started, as you can feel the energy, yeah, because this energy is transformatory. It's absolutely transformatory. Okay, and we have Lindsay. And Lindsay, any narrative where people have judged you or you need to judge, Are you willing to let go of that? This is the devil card. It's the play card. And so the sacral chakra, I'll show everyone this group card again. It's the tenderness and the sexuality. And then you go to your card, and this is you can go 2 weeks without painting. And then all of a sudden it'll just like, I have to paint. I know Scott's on the show, Ambrosi. It's like there are these like creative waves that come over you. It's like the sexuality. It's like the reproducing, the creativity, and never think that it's lost. Never think that it's lost. It's this creative drive, the sexual drive. Even when you're 80, 90, it's still there. It's this letting go of the wrongness, or anywhere where you feel like you could do something better, or it's the letting go of the judgment of having to do it better all the time. It's got to feel like play to you. And everyone on the show, if it feels like play, do it. If it feels good, do it. It's the best move to help you move along the road. Okay. Austin? Okay. All right, Austin. The alchemy card. Okay. Okay. Austin, I love having you on the show because it really kind of stretches me sometimes to try to describe what I see with you. All right, let me put it this way. So you start a recipe at home, and you don't have, you start and you get everything out and you're putting it in bowls, and then you find you don't have, I don't know, you don't have milk, right? You're making biscuits, you need milk. So you don't stop the recipe because you don't, you go, wait a minute, what else can I use? What else do I have? What else might work? And now, years ago you couldn't do this, but now you can Google it. And the answer is there. So when you're stumped by something, so this is a kind of similar to what we were talking about before with the Wheel of Fortune and the letters filling in, like with Marilyn. But it's a little bit different where, what else can I use? How else can I create this? Universe, show me now a substitute ingredient that I think I'm lacking. Okay. Anywhere where you have a narrative that you are lacking in any way, are you willing to release that now? This is things coming together for you. And I'm going to bless everyone on the show with this. Thank you. Letting go of you have to have milk to make this good. And going, well, what else could I use? And what if it turns out better? That's how the universe works. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Next is Lindsay. Oh, Lindsay was talking.
Oh my
about-
God, Lindsay.
Yeah. So she was talking about her grandmother used to say.
Your grandmother used to say, get thee hence, Satan, and she would tell me this to make me conform. Oh my God. To look at the devil as play as a new perspective. Thank you, Lindsay. Yes, that was why it came up. That is a horrific projection, and it's not you. It is absolutely not you. Woo! Thank you. All right.
For sure. Yeah. So next is Giles.
Okay, Giles.
Well, no, you got Mindy. Sorry. Yeah.
Mindy.
You got distracted.
Okay, Mindy, Bobendi, Fee, Fi, Fofendi, Mindy. All right, Mindy. Love is a many splendored thing. This is the love card. Is it okay? Is it safe for you to express your love and to actually verbalize it? Anywhere where you verbalized your love before and it didn't turn out well, are you willing to move that aside, let it go, banish it, and replenish it, open up that sacral chakra, and allow that tenderness to come through, because that's where your power is. And then I want you to, I don't want you to do anything. Highly recommend looking up the metaphysical meaning or the spirit animal dove. Okay, who's next?
Great. Giles is.
Okay, Giles. Here we go, Giles. Be the seeker of peace. And are you willing to let go of whatever was done to you or what happened to you? Are you willing to let go of that narrative? Especially the narrative with your family. And open up that tenderness, that sacral chakra, that reproductive area. Because when there's a loss, it can close down. When there's an accusation, when there's trauma. Yes, we've all had it. This is going to be opening up for you. And when you get to the other side, I'm not saying you're getting there soon, but I'm saying when you get to the other side, there will never be any, oh, I coulda, woulda, shoulda, I could have said that, I should have said that. No, say it now through love and through tenderness. WWDS, Giles, WWDS. What would D say? She just told me to tell you that. What would D say? Okay, Kat. Hey, Jared. All right. All right, so Kat, Jared and I talked about this a little bit the other night. Um, um, this is called the failure card. What this is other people have a narrative of their failure or where something isn't going to work out or the franchise thing isn't just, it's just the real estate's really bad. That is a narrative. That is their narrative. With 9/11, when the towers collapsed, before they collapsed, and the towers were hit, the PA system was telling everybody, "Stay where you're at. Everything's fine. Be calm. You're safe. You're good." Now, I understand that, but people that didn't listen to that survived. They left. They left. So there is authority, especially with business. All right. Be free of taking on any idea or projection of other businesses that are failing or their fear of failure. So I want to talk about this a little bit because Jared and I were talking about this. Is, for instance, if you're in a business, okay, so many of us, real estate, writing, nurses, doctors, whatever your business is. When you register it, whether it's an LLC or a regular business, do you know what it's called? It's called a business entity. So think about an angel. An angel is an entity. A spirit guide is an entity. And so you ask the angel, you ask the spirit guide, you ask the business, what is it you want? How do you want this to be? How do you want the business to show up? So when Scott and I wrote the script and we're taking it up to Sholo, we simply asked the script, what do you want to happen at Sholo, at the film festival? How do you want it to be? And show us what it is you need. And literally within 2 hours, we're like, oh, we need a website and we need business cards. Boom, they're done. It's like it will come to you, Kat. So this is not, so Hannah, if you're still on, hey, singing career, how would you like this to be? Right? Lindsay, your paintings, hey, how would I like this to be? Or paintings, how would you like to be? Where would you like to be displayed? Your art, like your art is an entity. Your writing, your real estate, whatever it is that you do, it's non-corporeal. So Laurel, it's like working in the non-corporeal. Okay.
Kat and Jared both. So.
Kat. Oh, I got. That was Kat. I got Jared coming up.
Right.
All right. We're. All right. Dr. Jared. Oh, I'm not giving love. I'm not giving love because I'm not getting love. A lot of people have that stance. And so they close down that sacral chakra, right? That reproductive, that tender area where, oh, you know what? I'm not really understood. It's the narrative. This is about you releasing the narrative and letting go of the definition of relationships and how they have to be or how they should be. Oh my God, that'll free up a lot. A lot. This is any narrative. So I'm going to, again, this incense is still burning for all of you to help change the narrative of your life and to be able just to realize what it is you've been telling yourself that just ain't so. Okay. Hey, Brosy. Okay. So for those of you new on the show, what I do is I'm shuffling the cards and one falls out and that's your guides picking the card. All right. Dominion. I don't know. There's a movie, there's a show, there's something with this word dominion. I don't know what that means to you, Scott. But this is absolutely taking charge. Getting your power back. Like really fully getting your power back. It's walking quietly and carrying a big stick. This is you walking quietly carrying 2 big sticks. And things are really opening up for you like never before. But we'll talk about dominion. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's a book, a play, a movie. I don't know what that is. But it's something that relates to you. Okay, who's next?
Well, we got Scott and Rosie, right?
Yeah, got Scott.
John's next.
John Nekletlinger. Okay, Wyoming. Oh, congratulations, John. You're going to be a mother. All right. Are you willing to let go of the narrative of what you do to create something greater? Are you willing to give birth and forget about the worry of the labor, the worry of the pain, and you know what, this baby's coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And so it's a new birth, it's a new idea, it's a new way to make money doing what it is you really love doing. And forget the narrative of doing what it is you think you have to do in order to make a living or make a life, and letting go of all that. This is changing your narrative around that. It's kind of like a mother and father hoping for a girl. Oh, I hope it's a girl. I hope it's a girl. I hope it's a girl. And then the baby's born. Now, this was years ago before sonograms, right? The baby's born and it's a boy, and they have to completely change their narrative, right? Completely change their narrative. This is you completely changing your narrative. Okay.
Ashley Walsh is on the show.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Ashley, nice to have you. Everybody welcome Ashley. I love having you, Ashley. Okay. So I was talking to Marilyn Pitts today. Okay, so Ashley, upgrade your hard drive. I was telling Marilyn this, is if your computer's running slow or it's not loading stuff, you know you need to upgrade your hard drive. And then you can access Google, access any answer you want, anything, when you have a really fast hard drive or big hard drive. This is asking you, the Spirit's telling you, don't work on the new job. Work on yourself first, building the hard drive or your awareness. So thank you for being on the show. This will help you tremendously. Building the awareness, and then all of a sudden you have access to these answers. It's the inner knowledge. When you work on this inner knowledge within you, then everything comes. But if you're worried about what's not coming, then you're putting more energy into what's not coming. And then the universe goes, well, I guess she's putting energy into what's not coming, so I guess she wants more of not coming stuff, and so we'll give her more not coming stuff. No, this is expanding your ability to gain that knowledge or have access to it, not gain it. You're in the knowledge. You're in the knowledge. It's like you're in a deer park, right? And you're in the deer park. You're in your car, but you're in a park full of deer. And if you open the door, the deer will come and, I'm not advocating feeding the deer, but you know what I'm saying is, it's just a matter of opening the doors to your inner self, and it's okay. It's safe for you to be vulnerable. Okay, who's next?
Jamie Bush is on the show.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Jamie. Anywhere where anyone has made you wrong or bad, or any wrongness or badness done to you, First of all, any wrongness or badness done to you by a man, are you willing to return that now fully? And if there's any resentment, that's showing that there's still an inroad there, an energetic inroad from this guy, return it. It's not yours. Any regrets, any resentment, any hurt, absolutely in no uncertain terms, lose that narrative, return all of that energy, all of that projection put upon you that is not yours. Not yours. Okay. And
Perfect. Last, there's a new person.
Samantha.
Somerville, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Samantha. Okay. Everybody welcome Samantha. It's great to have you. Is she still on?
I think so.
Okay. Samantha, say hello if you're still here. And what's that? Okay. So everybody welcome Samantha. It's great to have you. All right, Samantha, this is the illusions of success. So it's like sports, Samantha. You're on a team, you make a shot and you miss it, and it loses the game. And then you're feeling the other teammates, the coach, the audience is blaming you. And anywhere that that's happened in your life, in the game of life, where you've taken the shot, can you give yourself credit for taking the shot rather than beating yourself up for missing the shot? So this is you actually finding success, but breaking through the illusions of success, or the story or the narrative that you've told yourself about success. Feed if you feed the wolf puppies really good, nutritious meat, they're going to grow into big wolves. You keep feeding your little successes. Oh, you got up in the morning? You made your coffee? Yes. Perfect. You got your makeup on, you got your hair done right? Yes. Awesome. You feed the little successes, and they grow into big wolves. Okay, we got everybody? All right, I love you all. Thank you for me being here. We'll do this again tomorrow night. Let everyone know, and welcome Ashley and Samantha. Thank you for being here. Great love to you.